Hello there. It is October the 1st, 2016. Welcome to our fall video. We're coming to you just a little bit late this year because the season really did cooperate. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of warm weather, and we're about 2 weeks late this year. We're standing here in front of the Partridge River in Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota. Beautiful, beautiful river here, coming through Hoyt Lakes. We're ready to start taking you on the adventure, and we hope that the following video is to your liking, and I hope you enjoy. Now, I've got to figure out how to get off of here. Just thought I would point this west for just a little bit to give you another view, especially of the rocks in the river up there. The problem with shooting it from this side, you can see the power lines in there, so I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, see what we can see with the rocks. We actually have flowing water here in northern Minnesota. Let this sit on the video to calm you down for the beautiful colors that are coming. Baby girl's first fall. Ren is 5 months old now. She came to us from Waupaca, Wisconsin, in the shelter there. She's a very happy little girl, and she's looking forward to getting around here in northern Minnesota in her first fall. Right now, we're going to take us a little walk. Come on, Ren, let's go.
Lock the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the porch. Imagination sets in. Pretty soon I'm singing. Do, 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 looking out my back door. It's giants doing cartwheels, statue wearing high heels. Look at all the happy creatures dancing on the lawn. Dinosaur controller, listening to Buck Owens. Do, 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 looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants are playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying spoon? Do, 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 a wondrous apparition provided by magician. Do, do,
Swiftly this morning, time is slipping by. From the waking of the crow to the cloudy brightness of the sky. Yellow leaves from trees are whirling to the ground. Wind song from the breeze gives off a dry and rusty sound. Swiftly, so swiftly this morn, time is slipping by. Swiftly, so swiftly this morn, time is slipping by. Fallen Minnesota, as of much of the Midwest, holds in a somber rainbow preparation for our winter test. Crying cats on porch fronts, steaming rose-hip tea. What a time to be alive. Seems this dawn was specially made for me. Swiftly, so swiftly this morn, time is slipping by. Swiftly, so swiftly this morn, time is slipping by. And I say, what a time to be alive. Seems this dawn was specially made for me. Swiftly, so swiftly this morn, time is slipping by. Swiftly, so swiftly this morn, time is slipping by.
Where the Coeur de Bois met the Iroquois, the Micmac and the Cree. The trapper and the woodsman came and left this legacy. To roam the woods, to fish and hunt, and always to be free. And to stand up for our culture in the land of the maple tree. On our snowshoe webs we often tread our true north wonderland. So far away from the city life where folks don't understand the beauty and tranquility that's here on every hand. And you'll find no better place on earth than living in this land. By a swift canoe we paddle through those rivers, lakes, and streams, then sit beside our campfires and stare at the bright moonbeams. Our way of life is not as tough or as harsh as it may seem. This is the life that most men live, but only in their dreams. In our Mackinaws we stand in awe of the beautiful sights we see. Those woods and lakes and rivers from Newfoundland to BC, where the beaver and the otter swim and the moose and the deer roam free. This is the land of Manitou and it's always calling me. Where softer men have never been, we portage with our gear. Where the distant call of a waterfall is a welcome sound to hear. Where the salmon hide by the riverside, we'll camp for another day. And tonight we'll dream of that other stream in the distant Milky Way. Where the Coeur de Bois met the Iroquois, the Blackfoot and the Cree. The trapper and the woodsman came and left this legacy. To roam the woods, to trap and hunt, and always to be free. And to stand up for our culture in the land of the maple tree. And to stand up for our culture in the land of the maple tree.
Autumn, don't you love me? Don't you know my name? Don't I hear you crying at the start of winter rains? Summer doesn't need me, he'll always pass me by, and never gives me answers if I ask the summer why autumn doesn't love me. When I was just a baby, I remember how the summer made me crazy and tired. But in the dying leaves of September, I could make them dance like wings of paper fire. Sorrow rests in winter or in August's heavy hand. The laughing winds of fall send it crashing to the sand. But autumn, don't you love me? Don't you know my name? Don't I hear you crying at the start of winter rains? Summer doesn't need me, he'll always pass me by, and never gives me answers if I ask the summer why autumn doesn't love me. Wasn't it October when I met you, and didn't you warm me with your fires? Weren't you the colors of the harvest with the smoky thunder in your eyes? Nights were getting longer, but warmer to the touch, and without a single lie I'd say I've never loved so much. But autumn, don't you love me? Don't you know my name? Don't I hear you crying at the start of winter rains? Summer doesn't need me, he'll always pass me by, and never gives me answers if I ask the summer why autumn doesn't love me. And when the fog rolled into September, I heard you say you were moving south. How I wanted to say take me with you, but the words never seemed to leave my mouth. So I'll gather up the garden tools and get the wood together to thaw my frozen heart beside the fires of November, saying autumn doesn't love me, he doesn't know my name, he's deaf to all my crying at the start of winter rains. Spring will not deceive me, but autumn sometimes tries. He howls beneath my window at the moment summer dies. Autumn doesn't love me.
You know, this would be a perfect time for me to cue up a train song or something here for this video, but that's not what I'm doing on the tracks right here. I am adjacent to Highland Lake. I'm walking down the tracks because I want to get a really good shot of the fall colors that are across the lake with the sun reflecting off of them almost perfectly. So here we go. We'll see how well we can zoom here. Take a nice look at that. I know that there's some people out on the lake boating today. That's really nice. The sound of the train that you hear is the one that's running me over right now. I hope not. But again, this is Highland Lake. Just one of 14,500 and something lakes we have here in Minnesota. And that's just some fall color along the tracks here. I guess I'd better get off before the train runs me over. Take another look out here real quick. See how well the zoom works. Too much zoom. You'd think I'd figure out how to work a camera by now. Alright, let's get on the road. entitled Swanee River. Well, this is not the Swanee River, it's the Stony River. And I have found a little one-lane bridge, and I do mean one-lane bridge, from which I'm shooting this back on McDougal Lake Road. And I don't think more than a couple hundred people would know about this site back here, because you really have to drive through some rough areas in order to find this stuff. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a nice high blue sky day in the fall. Temperature's about 68 degrees right now on October the 2nd, and that's really hard to believe because usually it's getting pretty cold right about now. So I'm going to zoom in. There's a clump of birch trees and poplars back behind the river. Very, very pretty. Zoom out a little bit here, go back to the river. Again, Stony River. We'll walk over here so you can see the other branch of it. Then we're going to spin around and actually see the best view. Believe it or not, this ain't it. But I'm going to put the camera on this for just a few seconds here so you can enjoy the flowing waters of the Stony River as it heads toward McDougal Lake. I don't know where it goes after that. We'll step back, pan around slowly. You can see my car sitting there. Ren's still in the car. Can't let her out on this because what'll happen is I'll have to retrieve her from the river. This is the $1 million view here. Zoom in just a little. Hard for me to see the viewfinder here right now because with my back to the sun, there's quite the glare on the screen, so I hope I'm getting you a good shot here right now. Step over just a little bit more. Zoom in just a little more. You can see the ripples and rapids. This is just an awesome place to come. I could just sit here for the rest of the day, but I have a lot of photos to take, and I'm sure Ren would not like that because she would be left in the car. But Ren and I are going to go down to the lake when I finish shooting this. We're going to go down to that little platform right there. I just thought that I could get a lot better shot from up here on the bridge. We'll turn around now. This car runs over me from behind. Not something you got to really worry about here. Get you another shot of this side before I shut the video off. Both branches coming in. Very, very beautiful. Again, can't believe this is October the 2nd. It's 67 degrees and I'm in a t-shirt. This is just awesome. If this is global warming, give me a lot more of it. We are in Holyoke, or at least I am. Pam and the rest of the family, they're on their way to Orlando after Hurricane Matthew. It is October the 7th, and we still have a lot of green trees here. Really unusual for this time of year. Now I hope you bear with me a little bit. I'm walking down the trail here and I don't want to stumble and fall. So I'm going to take my time kind of going down. You know, this is really nice. You can see some of the leaves that are down along the creek edge here. I'm walking down so I can turn back and show you the waterfalls here in just a moment. While we're walking down there, I'm going to turn the camera so you can see some color. We've got some maples that are yellow, some maples that are red, and I can't believe I'm in this beautiful park all by myself right now. It's amazing. Walk out here so you get a little better view of these things. Besides, it's a little bit more even terrain out here, so I can walk a little more easily to the waterfalls. Now again, we're in Holyoke, and I'm not sure of the name of this little river, but it's beautiful back here. And that's why I can't believe that I'm back here all by myself. There's the falls. That's awesome. Turn it this way so you can see there are some fall colors. I'll pan up and over. See that maple right there. But this is a money shot. Wish you guys were here. You don't know what you're missing till you're missing it. What a nice spot for a little picnic. I'm still in Holyoke, still along the same little creek. I'm down about 150 yards from where I was filming earlier. This is just too good to only have photographs of it. And again, I cannot believe that on a Saturday morning in October, with temperatures at about 48 degrees, I'm the only one here. This is just an amazing area to be in. I'm glad I found it back in 2013. I'll turn into the sun a little bit. Always hard filming into the sun, but we can get a good shot there. Let me zoom in past those trees up there. You can see the high falls where I was at earlier. I do have limits on the lens on the camera I'm currently using, but I know that's got to be a really good shot. I'm having a hard time seeing it on the LCD screen because I'm looking right into the sun. Let's back it down just a little bit here, and then we'll see if we can film downstream. You can certainly see the leaves that are falling into the river right now, the stream, all a part of fall. And I'm still in Minnesota. Looks like we're about as far as we can go on the trail along the creek right now. It's pretty muddy. Some issues trying to walk through it. Let's go down to the clarity of the water. Almost drinkable, you would think. Probably made people sick swinging around that fast. It's just really nice with the ripples and the sun reflecting off. As I said before, it's a great place to be. Just one more shot before we go.
Got a 1,200 mile long ass drive, stoned to the bone here in Nebraska. The Buc-ee's in Omaha ain't got the same feel, and it's 30 packs of old Milwaukee's. Taxes were high, but we got a good deal. And it's a long way to Minnesota, to the cabin on the lake across the railroad tracks. And it's a long way to Minnesota, but the tanks are full and the bird dogs got my back. Cold Escanaba in the moonlight, your mother had the tongue of a trout, and we got all walleyed last night. These oldies sure as hell know what fishing's about. And it's a long way to Minnesota, to the cabin on the lake across the railroad tracks. And it's a long way to Minnesota, but the tanks are full and the bird dogs got my back. Drive by Sporty's, headed south. Ask the waitress which one she wants. The northern lights didn't shine down on us tonight. Hell, I guess sometimes they don't. It's a long way to Minnesota, back to Austin, Texas. My bags are packed, and it's a long way to Minnesota, but the tanks are full and the bird dogs got my back. Yeah, the tanks are full and that bird dog's got my back.
Okay, we are here at the Cattle River at Banning State Park, and my goodness, leaves are going fast. They're kind of where they should be for this time of year at this location. You can look at the oak in front of me there, and you can see green and red, and you can look across the way and you can see the birch that have already lost their leaves. Pines, of course, keep their needles all year, but Cattle River is full of rapids here. That would be fun to go down in a kayak or a rubber raft, not so much in a canoe. Just thought I would record a little bit of this to let you see the Cattle River at Banning State Park. Okay, I thought I'd get a little closer to the Cattle River. We're almost going to walk out into the Cattle River. Quite the rapids and the falls there, huh? Take a look at that. Banning has got to be one of my favorite state parks because there's so much to see here. Got on the shore of the Cattle River. And if you look up, you can actually see some of the color here. I couldn't shoot it from the shore because it's kind of hidden a little bit, but you can see it here.
Anywhere that old wind blows, down a blacktop road, anytime. No strings attached, no ties to tie me down, so why hang around when I can fly? I'm free, free to do as I please, free to choose, free to be just plain me, just plain fine. I'm here and I'm there, not a care in the world, what a cure for the soul, peace of mind. Well, I go anywhere that old wind blows, down a blacktop road, anytime. No strings attached, no ties to tie me down, so why hang around when I can fly? Well, I don't dare slow down for anything. What tomorrow brings suits me fine, and I don't dare look back on yesterday. It's a throwaway, better left behind. I'm free, free to do as I please, free to choose, plain me, just plain fine. I'm here, then I'm there, not a care in the world would a cure for the soul peace of mind. I go anywhere that old wind blows, down a blacktop road, anytime. No strings attached, no ties to tie me down, so I hang around when I can fly. So I hang around when I can fly.
Okay, I turned off of a country cemetery road here in Herbster. And I'm going to zoom out. What you're looking at there is Lake Superior. And that's really, really a nice shot of some good fall color out here in northern Wisconsin right now. And now I'm going to turn around, bring this back in just a little bit. We're going to take a peek down the road. This is just a pretty awesome shot too. There's a lot of oaks out this way, and that's why we get a lot of the red colors. Zoom in some here. See the good old 35 mile an hour speed limit. Some red there. I'm going to shoot a few stills, a couple of my other cameras, but take this in. This is nice. Really, really nice. Turn back around, get another shot out toward the lake. Get those colors popping in the distance out there. Who knew this was in Herbster, Wisconsin? Okay, this is nothing in particular, just Ren taking a hike on Trail Road, which really is a trail, in Cornucopia, Wisconsin. Just giving you an idea of fall colors and what I have to keep up with when I'm walking with Ren. It's not easy. It's easy to trip over the dog who believes she knows where she's going. Ren, where are you going? Ren, let's go. Bye-bye, Ren. She is currently just a little bit over 6 months old right now. Come a long way since I got her. Only back in June. She came along on June the 19th and hadn't been the same since. Now she's going to get about a half mile ahead. I'm going to stop. She's going to come charging back at full speed, crash into me. Isn't that right, Ren? Full zoom, it really amplifies. There we go. I'm back at full speed. She didn't crash into me that time, though. Just thought I'd share our walk with you. See what we see back here on this trail. Property for sale. You gonna buy that there, Ren? You gonna buy that property? Nice trees for sure. Let's go, Ren. Not that way. You can't afford that property. You haven't found Walter's money. Have you found Walter's money? Guess not. Alright, well, I'm going to shut the camera off now. Let Ren get in the picture, and boom. Well, I'm still in Cornucopia, Wisconsin. I'm on one of the little back roads here. It's called Siskowit Falls Road. It's called Siskowit Falls Road because we have Siskowit Falls. Logical, right? Never been here before, but I am glad. I'm really glad that I came down this little road. Just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye. Now, it's really pretty on this side. And we're on the downstream side of the falls right here. Still a lot of color back there. But as we turn around and walk across the bridge to the other side, this is really nice here. Really, really pretty. Zoom in a little bit on this, see what we got here. Nice color. Nice flow on the river. Absolutely awesome. I wish there was a little trail here that I could go down, or I could be on the banks of the river. It's really clear water too. Again, this is in Cornucopia, Wisconsin. I shoot down at the river. You can see river bottom right there. Look at that. You can see all the rocks in there. You can see the nice ripples as the water's hitting on the rocks. And the beautiful fall colors. I'm going to turn around and get one more shot of the other side. You know, one of these times I'm going to do this in the middle of the road without looking. I'm going to get run over. Probably win some kind of prize for that video. This camera flies off in the distance. Again, here we are. Siskowit Falls.
the thousand tears have fallen. I don't ever count on the cost. I'm surrounded by your love, and days are never long enough. 4 more seasons on parade, show their colors, then they fade. But that won't happen to us, darling. We'll remember how it was, then begin again, because days are never long enough. Time's never late, isn't bound by fate. Try as we may, love might never be found if we wait until the sun comes up on another day, my love. Days are never long enough. Time's never late, isn't bound by fate. Try as we may, love might never be found if we wait until the sun comes up on another day, my love. Days are never long enough.
Well, here we are, the day before Halloween, and I got something spooky looking at me right now. Miss Wren, we're out on the Lake County Demonstration Trail, and it's really the end of fall. Most of the things that you'll see on this video prior to right now will be leaves in the trees, different colors, different varieties of hardwoods and such. But right now, everything is kind of brown. Ren and I are going to walk on what I call the Willie Trail. It's marked by red markers. And if we see one here in a little bit, I'll point it out. But I turned the camera on while Ren was looking at me. Got one. So we could look at some of these birch trees and popple trees. Just completely lost all their foliage right now. That's a shame. This is my favorite time of the year. Fall. It's wonderful. Gets a little cooler up here. A lot less daylight. That's not good, but you take what you get. You see Insane Clown Puppy leading the way. She's getting pretty good at this trail hiking stuff, I gotta say. At this point in time, she's only going on 7 months old. She'll be 7 months old in 13 days. And she's learning a little bit more and more every day. Aren't you, Ren? Let's go. Let's go down the trail, Ren. As a side note here, as we get to the end of this video, gotta say I really miss my old buddy Willie. And I know he always liked coming out on these excursions. Just like his predecessor, Walter, did. Both of them were great dogs. as I'm sure that one's going to be someday. Not quite there yet. Got a lot of learning to do. This marks my 10th autumn in Minnesota here. And I gotta say that I really like seeing the change of seasons rather than just having a little bit of fall and then having water oaks and live oaks drop their leaves for a long time, most of the winter actually. When we hit autumn here, the great thing about it is you know that it's not going to change back up on you. Although it is about 50 degrees right now, it started off 36 this morning. We're expecting rain all day for Halloween, and since Halloween falls on Monday this year, unfortunate, because there's already a lot of kids that won't want to get out and trick or treat. And if it's raining and sleeting, which it probably will be, it's going to be even fewer of them, which means I've got to eat more candy, which means I get fatter again. Maybe this one will keep working me out where I can keep the weight off. Let's go, Ren. Don't you wish you had that much energy? It's that one right there. Well, we're walking up here to the turn, and this is what I really wanted to film, because I'll include on this video scenes of this area earlier in the season when you had nothing but gold here. Just, it was an awesome sight, always is. And I know I cover a lot of the same areas every year, but with a job, it's hard to travel more and more. But this is the look of fall. Won't change much through the winter except for a snow cover. Leaves on the ground. Open air to the sky pretty much. We've switched trails on you since being on the red trail. We've walked over to the orange trail, and the reason I wanted to film this, I'm actually on a part of the trail where people ride horses and such from time to time, but I just thought it was pretty awesome the way the light was lighting up these birch trees here. You can see in the distance there we got kind of a cloudy day, but the light reflecting off the birch trees is pretty awesome. Yeah, again, leaves are all on the ground there. I breathe a little hard on this trail because it's uphill. Ren doesn't. I just told her that she has to keep it moving so we can get down the trail, and right here we make the change. We get back on the Superior hiking trail, and we head back toward our red trail. I just thought it was pretty neat the way everything was lighting up there. What do you think, Ren? What do you think, Ren? This is what I'm dealing with the whole time. She loves to smell out rotten wood and mushrooms and everything else. Don't you, Ren? Rotten wood, bird feathers, piece of bird wing. She'll probably eat that. Alright. I just wanted to show you this lighting up with the sunshine in the background. Thought it'd make a very nice addition to the video. Alright. One more addition to this. I am in the Superior hiking trail, or on the Superior hiking trail, and I'm here with my trusty little sidekick Ren, and I'm gonna have to turn the camera around now to show you This is pretty awesome here. Part of the trail that I really like, because it really allows you to see what it is to be in between fall and winter here. Leaves down. If you're not a bit of an experienced trail person, you get lost in that relatively easy. Again, you know, seeing the light, the sun on the sides of the trees, watching them light up. Sometimes you can be out here. I've run into coyotes out here. There are bears out here. According to the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources, there are no mountain lions out here, but there are mountain lions out here. And they could be hiding anywhere in the thickets there. But it's just kind of neat to see all the leaves down. The distance you can actually see through the woods, because when this leaves up in spring, and there's a maple right there with a few leaves still hanging on, when this greens up in the spring, you can't see 5 feet off the trail. Now look at that. Ren? You're leading the way. Lead the way, Ren. Lead the way, Ren. Let's go down the trail, Ren. Oh, that's good for video. Just like Willie. Let's go, girl. Come on. Let's go, girl. Giddy up. Here's Ren trying to clean up the forest, one stick at a time. We're back on the main trail now. Sometimes cuteness just defines itself. Here's one more shot before we go. This is down a logging road that ties into these trails here. I just came off of the Superior Trail. And to look at all these birch, and there's some aspen in there. There is popple, a few other hardwoods, a few maples here and there. I'll walk over here. It's amazing how fast we can transition from all these hardwood species to a bunch of fir trees. Anybody need a Christmas tree? Just make perfect Christmas trees here. Some of them. You only have to walk a few feet to see everything change here, because here we were a little bit earlier where you could see a long way into the forest, and now we're amid all of these firs where you can't see very far at all. And again, you could have a bear hiding behind them, could easily have a grouse, could have a hawk swoop down on you like I did last year. That's a pretty neat area. In the distance, me and this one, we keep hearing what I believe to be a turkey. So she's excited about Thanksgiving every time we say turkey. One of the few words I think she knows now. Turkey. She certainly knows the word cookies. All right, yeah, clean up the trail, Ren. You gonna take that home with you? You gonna take that home with you, Ren? No? You gonna leave it there for later? Okay. You wanna go? Well, let's go. Come on, Ren. Let's go. We gotta keep on trailblazing here. Here we are. All full from Thanksgiving dinner. We've had Halloween. We've had the colors change. And we've had our first snow. Falling right now because it's melting quite a bit. We are finishing up our production work for the fall video that we do every year, and I just thought that I would shoot this with snow falling on the trees over here. I thought that we would shoot this and we would finish this video this year with a remembrance of those who are no longer around to enjoy it. So, with everything I've put together, everything that we got, I hope that you really enjoy what you've seen.
You said it would be easy, this place where you had been. I grabbed the rope and climbed the tree, sail out in the wind. You know I must be crazy, as it's the hardest climb I've made. Yet here I go, jumping off, about to fly away. Fly away, spreading out my wings. Fly away, riding high again. You got me up a tree, out on a limb. Fly away, listen to the wind. You showed me an oak tree, standing there so tall. I've seen a thing or two, it's seen it all. Seen the seasons come and go, it made its branches bend. Held the rope for those who go, riding on the wind. Fly away, spreading out my wings. Fly away, riding high again. You got me up a tree, out on a limb. Fly away, listen to the wind. Yes, I guess I see that freedom is waiting in the wind. I've taken all the rope I've got and I'm jumping off the edge, riding with the swing till I touch down again, letting go to go, riding on the wind. Oh, sing along if you want to. Fly away, spreading out my wings. Fly away, riding high again. You got me up a tree, out on a limb. Fly away, listen to the wind. Yeah, you got me up a tree, out on a limb. Fly away, listen to